Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I just woke up, and some might say, Emily, you should have taken a shower. You should have done this and that before you did your video. And I don't really care what other people think at all. And I'm not doing this video to get likes or to get attention. I really don't care. I'm just sharing something about how I feel, and I'm sharing it in the moment because if I waited until I took a shower and thought through the whole process more, it wouldn't be the same. So I woke up this morning to a text, and the text said Phil died. And one of the reasons I retired is because I wanted to get away from the friggin' busyness so that I could feel. And when I graduated or retired, busyness followed me. I realized that staying busy was my drug of choice for not feeling. And having surface level relationships was my drug of choice for not feeling, because I don't want to get hurt again. And then since I graduated, I've been really working on my feelings. My coach or my counselor, I have many people that I work with. They say, what are you feeling? I don't know. What do you want to say? I don't know. But right now, I do know what I'm feeling. Thanks, Elise. I do what I'm feeling. Phil's my pottery teacher, okay? Not someone that I'm really close to. Really close to. I started taking pottery right after I graduated with my mom in the fall. We made some ugly pieces because we were terrible at pottery. And Phil was so patient and kind and with us. For example, I'm going to show some of the pieces. And I'm going to share my regret when hearing him pass away, that he passed away this morning, is what the fuck? Excuse me. I have all these pictures of my friggin' pottery, and I don't have one of Phil. I don't have a picture of me standing next to my pottery teacher. I can hear what he said. I can feel his fingers as he touched the pottery that we were making together, because sometimes I couldn't do it. Hi, Jason. I'll never look at my pottery the same. Here's a little thing I made in the very first class, and someone might very first time, because we did pottery and then we had a long break because of COVID. Someone might say, "Oh, that's really good." It is good. I put my earrings in it at night and stuff, but it's so friggin' heavy. There's so much clay in here that could be pulled up. This could be a huge friggin' bowl. So I know, but Phil told me this was really good, and he was right. It was good for what I could do at the time. Then I was making this bowl, and it's like, look at what happened to this bowl. I'm just going to throw it away. No, it's a spoon rest. And that's how I use it. Then I really wanted to make mugs because I love coffee mugs. And Phil helped me with this one. He put the handle on. This is something that Phil and I made together. This is my first mug that's worth drinking out of, and I just love it. So that was my first mug. And then today I'm drinking my coffee out of this mug, which I love. I love the colors of it. And I got to show that to Phil. He saw it before. So this week, we were supposed to have a class on Wednesday. Thank you, please. We're supposed to have a class on Wednesday, and it was canceled because Phil wasn't feeling well. And but we all went in anyway, and we did our pottery, and he had the class Friday, and I couldn't go because I was in a class on Friday for my coaching. So I didn't get to see him yet on Friday. My mom did. She said he didn't seem like he was feeling well. And the text came from my mom because my mom and I take the classes together. So I'm going to share you a couple other pieces. Like he told me that I was the most improved. I love this piece, and I could make it because of Phil. It's still a little heavy, but quit while you're ahead, right? That's what I felt with that one. I didn't want to crush it. And then I made this piece. Yes, it's a spoon rest. I'll remember him. I made this one, which I really love too. And the glaze is black with seaweed, and you have to be careful with the seaweed because sometimes it drips. And you have to make sure that you really wipe around here so that in the kiln the glaze doesn't come all the way down and then get stuck and ruin a piece of the kiln. Thanks, DJ. And then I started to make bigger bowls, which I love this bowl that I made. And then this one you can see is even bigger. And it looked perfect when, not that anything's perfect, but it looked perfect before the glaze. I think the glaze, and when you put it in the kiln, it kind of firms up and you can see some imperfections, which is what I love about pottery. I love about pottery is that it's not perfect and it didn't come off a production line. And it's unique. And all these pieces have Phil in them. And he's the reason my mom has taken up such a love of pottery. When COVID hit, my mom started hand building in her basement. I didn't bring her pieces to show. I show them sometimes. And she started hand building in her basement, and she bought a kiln, and she talked to Phil all the time about like, what kind of kiln and what do you do with this clay and what do you do with this glaze? And Phil has impacted so many people in this area with pottery. Yeah, unique and not perfect, DJ. So you'll like this. Sometimes I go over to eat with my parents, and one day my mom was serving me on her, I don't know, wherever. Hold on, I'm gonna pour my note. Pottery made from, I don't know where it was, China. And she had all this pottery in the basement that wasn't perfect. She couldn't use it, whatever. And I said, Mom, I refuse to come over and eat with you unless you serve me on your pottery. And I don't care if it's not perfect. It's perfect for me. And yesterday, oh my God. Friday, my mom was in class with Phil, and like I said, I missed it because I was in another class. But she emailed me or texted me. She said, I made 5 perfect bowls. She was so proud, and I'm sure Phil was proud of her too. She was so proud of the big bowls that she made. I haven't seen them yet, but anyway, my point is, after I heard that Phil died, I thought, what the heck? I did tell him, but I didn't in the way I would have wanted to tell him how much I appreciated his patience. How much I appreciated when he came over and said, when I thought, I can't do anything with this piece, and he helped me make it into a perfect mug. Or mug. I don't like the word perfect. I never told him. I mean, I did it by actions, but I didn't tell him because that hasn't been my way of being for a long time, and I want to change. And why, when we had pictures, why when we celebrated at the end of the class, like everyone showed their pottery and talked about like how they dipped it and what colors they are. We got pictures of all this friggin' pottery, and I don't have a picture of me and Phil. And I'm saying this because I know that there's other people that are watching or listening that might think about how this might apply in their life. I'm not mad at myself. I'm just saying there's still some people I want to thank. I want to thank Red Jenkins, who is my basketball coach that helped me get into the Naval Academy. We were supposed to see each other before COVID, and COVID just, prolonged the ability to get together with people that you love and that you want to thank. But you can thank them now. You can pick up the phone and call. You can write a letter, even if you can't get together in person. And if you're in an argument with somebody or you're upset with somebody, yeah, let me see. Nicolas Cage said, in a city of angels, that tears are where there's more emotion than the human body can hold. Yeah. We are blessed to know people like Phil. Yeah, he knew because I kept returning to the class to work with Phil. Yes, I did. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you're having a disagreement with somebody, thank you, DJ. How important is that disagreement? I know for my relationships, I'm really working on that. I'm really reaching out to people because they say people remember how you made them feel. And I know that there's some people that maybe I used to work with or something like that I didn't make feel in a great way. Not that I can control everything about how people feel, but I could have done better. I was focused on accomplishing my to-do list and getting things done and being busy. Thanks, Patrice. Crying is rain for our souls. So anyway, I guess I would say I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself because I'm able to express my feelings right now and not stay busy and not just go do something. I'm just going to be today. I do have a class, but I'm just going to be. And I encourage all of you to just be and to feel the feelings, because even though it hurts, it's what it's how God made us. Like all those comments that you guys are saying. You cry when the body can't hold anymore, and don't hold it in. I can't remember her name, but one of my guests says, when you shove your feelings to the base, one of my podcast guests, when you shove your feelings to the basement, they lift weights. They're going to come up. So thank you, Jenny. And I love you guys. And I just wanted to share, because I know this will touch somebody today. I'm hoping that somebody will reach out to somebody that they wanted to tell how much they appreciate them before it's too late. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. All right.